If this video that I worked very hard on now doesn't work out, I'm gonna go around to every car in my complex and I'm gonna key every single car. That's how I'm feeling right now. Hi everyone, or maybe just mom. Welcome back to Oranges and Salt. My name is Carla. So Leah's is going to be uploading a makeup tutorial later this week. That's her thing, because she's a trained makeup artist and she's actually really good at teaching makeup. I said that weird. Teaching makeup application. So that's going to be her thing on this channel. On the other end, my portfolio, or at least part of what I'm going to be doing on Oranges and Salt, is doing perfume reviews. Because, well, I love perfume, and Leslie always has hay fever, and so she can't smell anything ever. I'm mostly going to be focusing on niche and natural perfumery. What I mean when I say niche perfumery is it's brands or perfumes that you won't be able to, most likely won't be able to find at department stores or at the pharmacy, and they have a couple of things in common. So mostly small scale production. The perfume houses are most likely not owned by some conglomerate like Estee Lauder. Um, so a lot of the times the perfume houses are family owned. And there was another thing on the list. Oh, yes. The signatures or personalities of the perfume houses and perfumes are often very unique and daring and a little bit out of the box. Things that you won't really find in the mainstream market. And then there was one last thing that I had. Let me just check my notes. I made notes. Oh, most often niche perfumes are quite luxury, but not always. They don't always fit into the uber spendy market. Basically, niche perfumery is the cool, elite, underground, cult side of fragrances, and they have really dedicated fan base, most commonly known as fume heads. Quick segue before I get into the perfume review proper. The whole reason, or the gateway drug for YouTube for me, was perfume reviews, not even makeup or skincare. I was actually researching Habanita, and I came upon Katie Puckrick's channel, and she just does amazing perfume reviews. I still watch her channel even though she hasn't been active for quite some time, but I'll link her perfume collection videos in the description box for your viewing pleasure. They're really fantastic. She's a great reviewer, and I think she's got a background in broadcasting, so it's both fun and flirty and also to the point. Not like this video is right now. This little gem, Molinard's Habanita, was actually a gift from my folks. They were on a business trip in France, and they had an excursion to Maison Molinard, and they picked up this sweet little dinky Habanita bottle for moi. It's enough like French nonsense in this video. So thanks very much, and it's been a really special part of my life for quite a long time. I use it very rarely and only for special occasions. I think I've worn it to both my sisters' weddings. I nearly said funerals. Scrap that. And I think I wore it to see Sarah Chang play with my mom at the Linda Auditorium. So it's that kind of perfume. It's a really special, not really everyday scent, but a little treasure nonetheless. Another quick segue. As I mentioned, Molinard is still family owned. I think it's 5 generations now. Not the same family, I don't think, but still 5 generations of family operations. That's another peculiarity about the perfume industry, that there's a lot of family connections. I know that the new perfume head for Chanel just recently took over a year or two ago, I think. I took over from his father, who was the previous head for of perfumery for the house, and also the amazing perfumer Jean-Claude Ellena. Who's created many many beautiful perfumes. One to note is the Ambre Nagile that he did for Hermes, which is quite a popular niche perfume. His daughter Celine is also a wonderful, accomplished perfumer, and one of her scents, Sal de Vetiver, which she did for the house, the different company, has been on my last list for a very long time. So hopefully, I'll get my hands on that one soon. I've been stalking their perfume for a while. I've just been using little samples, but hopefully one day I'll buy a full bottle. I think Metropolitan Cosmetics in somewhere in Santon. I think they stock them, but I'll double check and I'll put that in the description box as well. Okay, so back to the review proper of Habanita. Some quick facts. This perfume was released in 1921. It's been reformulated a couple of times. My version is the sort of early 2000s reformulation, so I don't really know what the current one smells like, and I've never been able to get my hands on a true 1920s vintage version. So if you have, let me know what your thoughts on that are. Um, I'd love to know. According to Molinard, Habanita was the first women's perfume to include the ingredient vetiver. Before, it was only used in Perfume de Garçon, so men's perfume. I'm probably using those words all wrong, but I'm just sticking as much like phony French in here as possible. Um, so it has a sort of smoky quality, which perfumes did not have before. I think they were just mainly more like floral or soliflores before the 1920s. Also, some anecdotal information about the perfume. Apparently, women would perfume or spray their cigarette papers before smoking when they were in the speakeasies in the 1920s. So, terribly chic, but probably like hella unhealthy. But if your grandmother smoked, if your grandmother wore Molinard in the 20s, she was probably a real cool bitch. So the idea of granny perfumes doesn't really hold true for Habanita. Okay. So the notes for this perfume, and hopefully I can remember them off by heart. So here goes. Top notes: bergamot, peach, raspberry, and orange blossom. The middle notes we have rose, jasmine, orris root, ylang ylang. See jasmine already. Notes. Um, Heliotrope and lilac. And then for the base notes, or the end notes, you have vetiver, cedar, vanilla, benzoin. Yeah, back to the notes. Oak musk, um, and amber, leather, and a leather accord as well. The musk is most likely synthetic. I don't really think they're putting beaver butt in this perfume, but I haven't really been able to find any definitive information on that. It'll probably be the perfume would probably be a lot more expensive if there was a natural musk element. And also, I couldn't really find a definitive answer if this perfume of this house, a perfume house, was cruelty free. So if anybody knows, please let me know, and then I'll be informed. Even though Habanita is classified as oriental most occasions and includes all the ingredients that you would find in a typical oriental scent, I think it leans closer towards a female leather-like or a leather type scent. Juicy top notes and floral middle give us a real womanly allure, but it's the base of the sweetness of the benzoin and the vanilla and the smoky elements of the musk and the vetiver and also the leather accord Also the oak moss that gives this a really fantastic plush animalic quality, um, and it makes this perfume really smoky and actually cozy. So it lives at that fantastic juncture of on the corner of cozy and sexy, which is where where I'd like to live. But this perfume sits there quite nicely. Habanita is what I wished that Shalimar would be. Shalimar I just couldn't get along with that perfume. The sort of citrusy opening smelled quite detergent-like and artificial to me, and then the powderiness just wouldn't settle on my skin at all. And then it had like the really smoky tar-like other end, and the sweetness and the powder and the tar smoke just didn't meld, didn't come together in a cohesive way. So Habanita really is my preferred pick for that 1920s flapper girl fragrance. And another note, many people, when they smell oriental type perfumes, they remark, and this is across the board, they'll be like, oh, it smells like baby powder and burnt rubber. So um, that happens a lot. It is baby powder-esque. It has a powdery element. Um, so I suggest that you sniff around until you find that particular oriental scent that opens its magic to you, and you can smell the nuances and differences and complexities of the scent. Habanita did that for me. And if you're not, maybe perhaps the leatheriness is not to your liking, I would also suggest What We Do in Paris is Secret. It's a scent by A Lab on Fire, and also just the most beautiful, perfect name for a perfume ever. I used to have a bottle. It was about halfway done, and I had a gown. I had a big fluffy gown on, and I just swept it off the table and broke it. But I do still have a sample of that, so I'll probably do a review of that one next. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too mouthy, wordy. I was quite nervous doing this alone. So let me know if you're a fellow. Let me know if you're a fellow poofy head. No, let me know if you're a fellow fume head. I'd love to exchange thoughts and um, yeah, hit me up. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. So yeah, like if you like, subscribe if you know what's good for you, and also click the little bell so you get notifications when we have videos. Yeah. Bye. With my fancy recording setup. This is what helped. This is what helped me. I was going to try and use this all these pages, but it kept slipping off. This Rototrim stack of A4 paper was just too slippery, too glossy. So thank you, Decibel magazines. You came in handy, both informative and functional.